Good afternoon, Off the Bench Sports family. We are here, Lake Pontchartrain Elementary, LaPlace, Louisiana. It's the East St. John tournament, girls tournament. Joining us right now, you see it, read it and weep. She's a Patriot, John Ehret, Lady Patriots, head girls basketball coach, Angelle Simon. What's up, Coach? Welcome.
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
It's great. Hey, thank you for taking a moment with Off the Bench Sports.
No problem.
You're in the game now. You are officially in the game.
About time.
Hey, I want to thank you before we get started. It's always great to hear when people watch your broadcast that you know nothing about. So that was pretty cool. Thank you for the support before we get started.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Hey, y'all just hit that subscribe button, man.
Yeah, like great content. Absolutely great content.
I appreciate that. So tell us a little bit about Angelle Simon and let us know what it is.
As we talked before, my name is Angelle Simon. I've been at Ehret for 3 years. I've recently coached at Riverdale, and I did a few times here at Carr. I was back and forth. I'm from Marrero, graduated from Xavier. I went to Edna Carr High School. My goal, basically, about me, I'm here for the kids. Our goal is to teach, help them be better women and better people, so that once they're finished playing high school sports, they have an outlet. They know what to do, even if they don't go to college, even if they decide to do trade school, even if they decide that they want to do health for the rest of their life. Our goal is to help them be better women and make them have better people skills, so they know how to interact with each other. They know how to act at dinner parties. Those are our goals, to make better women, better people for our city.
No doubt, that's tough, Coach. Man, you hit the city all up and through you. I'm really trying to control laughter because I talk to a lot of people from the city, and even the dudes. Dudes normally have that strong talking gene. Yeah. Like you don't, you got it.
It comes and goes.
You're a city girl. You're a city girl.
It comes and goes.
You're a city girl. So, how long total altogether have you been a high school coach?
5 years. High school coach. I started as soon as I graduated. Been rolling ever since.
What's your why? Well, no, that's a bad question. Bad question. My bad. Bad question.
No, you're fine.
In the process of knowing that you wanted to be a coach, how did you decide where you wanted to be in coaching?
It kind of found me. I've always been a believer of what's for me is for me. So the things that are the blessings and the things that I've encountered and been through, it's come because they called my name or my number. God has put me in positions to grow and to teach children, to teach young girls the things that I didn't learn, and to be somebody that I didn't have growing up. We didn't have a lot of people who were in our age demographic. We didn't have a lot of people who looked like us. It was mostly, it was either they were older than us telling us, oh no, don't do that. We didn't have people to speak the real and tell us exactly what was going on and how it went down. So my goal or my why with my kids are to know that, for them to know that I love them regardless, for whoever you are, whatever you do. But I expect the most from you. I have high expectations. The things that people let you sweep under the rug and let you just do anything and be anybody, I don't. I expect my girls to be the best. I expect you to be the best in the classroom, to be the best sister, brother, whatever it is that you have to do. So that's my goal. As long as we touch one or two on our way in and on our way out, the goal's been reached.
Play ball. Did you get your passion as a teacher from the game you played, or who has been some of the people that inspire you to go deeper in depth into, because what you're talking about is that's a lot. You give a lot in terms of what all actually has to be done as a coach.
Right.
And so where'd you get your great passion to do this thing that we all love so much?
Playing basketball definitely gives you that drive to be a player and then transition to being a coach. You're always gonna have like a hunger to want to be great, to breed champions, because no one likes to lose, especially if you've been a part of different programs.
Right.
I had the opportunity to watch my uncle. His name is Melvin Simon. He was a McDonald All-American. He went to UNO. He was the best, like the absolute best. And growing up with him, I wish I would have taken advantage of the things that he wanted to teach me, the stuff that he wanted to pour into me, because when I was in high school, I thought I knew everything. So I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. But looking back at it, I wish I would have embraced his knowledge more. So for me, it's a thank you and a kudos to him, because it makes me want to be a better teacher to the kids, because I know the things that I didn't like when he was teaching me, and I remember the things that I loved when he taught me. So I just kind of combine them all, and hopefully we get a great turnout from it.
Right. I knew John that Ehret had a ladies program there. I just had never, we never made it to the same place until today.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to take the girls out of the New Orleans area into other areas to play and compete?
It's important because a lot of them only know each other, and that's because a lot of our kids don't have the opportunity to leave the state, let alone to leave their cities, let alone the states.
Right.
So when we play basketball has gotten me some of my best friends in my life. My bridesmaids and my godmothers and godfathers will come from the people and the connections that I made from basketball. And I think that's important for our kids to not just know the people from Aurora or the people from Harvey, but to know people from outside of your era, outside of your comfort zone, because those people make you better. If you think you're the best in Aurora, let's go to the other side and let's go see if you're the best over there.
Right.
You know.
Let's talk a little bit about the right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's this season been like for you guys? What's your record, and who have you played so far early?
The season has been a learning curve, for sure. This is our third game, and we're young, we're growing, we're learning. I have a lot of girls who've never played before, who has no basketball IQ or terminology when it comes down to it. They don't understand those things. So we teach on the fly. We're trying to glow and grow, as we say. Trying to encourage each other, let each other know we don't dwell on the mistakes we make. We try to correct it as we roll, because we don't really have time. Basketball, it goes too fast for us to dwell on the mistakes that we made. Oh, I missed this shot. Oh, my free throws. We don't have time for that.
Right.
So that's what we're working on. We're a young team. We're trying to learn. We have a few seniors, but everybody's learning their roles. That's what's happening right now. We're developing our roles.
In this process of the game, and these are your words, and I'm not going to twist them or turn them, but in this game of ever-changing, fast-paced, you have to be able to do a multitude of things,
right?
And sometimes you got to do them all at the same time.
Exactly.
How much goes into the everyday building of skill set and development?
We spend more than half of our practice days. If we practice for an hour and a half, we're going to spend a half of that hour and a half trying to develop our ball handling, passing, shooting. Those are the things that I know we need to work on. After that, it flows. Like I tell them, I don't harp on things that I don't know you can do, or things that you can't do. Right. The things that I harp on that I'm going to fuss about are the things that I know you know how to do. So right now, I'm just trying to push confidence for them. It's hard for especially freshmen and sophomores to believe in, okay, I made a mistake. It's okay. Let me let it roll. So I'm trying to push confidence and let them believe, like the saying that I give them, nobody that you play is going to be better than me. And you play me every day.
Right.
So if you're not scared of me, why are you scared of them?
Right.
So we try to push those things.
Everything has an expiration.
Mm-hmm.
You say you guys are learning on the fly. The learning curve is shaky right now.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you give them a curve before you say, okay, we need to be better at this by this time?
I think I'm there now. I have to, and somebody made a great point to me, is that I have to remember that I'm a coach now and not a player. As a player, you expect people, you have to. And as a coach, you have to say, okay, we don't know. Let's pull back, let's draw back, and let's work on these things.
Right.
So I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, the curve, we almost out the curve, it's time to roll. So, and I see it comes and goes, it's like flashing. When I was in college, Coach Bo, he used to tell me, he said, y'all flirting with me. Sometimes you show up and you do the things that I know how, and then sometimes you come and you give me something completely different than that. So it's definitely, I'm there.
So you took a quip quote from your college coach, and brought it with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Tonight, I think you guys got BTW.
We played.
Oh, y'all played already?
Yes, we played already. We played McMahon.
McMahon, how was that game?
We lost. It was slow. We're learning, developing. It was definitely a get it while you can type of thing. Like it was definitely something for us to learn from. For us to sit down, look at the books, and make adjustments, so we don't make the same mistakes that we made tonight.
I hope this is the last question, and it's probably a really bad question to end on, but I do untraditional, uncommon stuff.
Gotcha.
How much time do you guys devote to film study? And so sometimes when kids see their mistakes and see themselves, they can take that and build on it and grow as athletes and young ladies.
For sure. For me, I watch film a lot because I need to know what I'm breaking down in order to break it down to them.
Right.
The day after the game is usually dedicated to sitting down, looking over film, and we probably spend about an hour going through things in different groups. I like to sit with my guards and then sit with my post players, and then we go from there. Everybody understanding what their role is, understanding what mistakes you made, because as athletes, we sometimes, why are you fussing? I did what you said. And then you look at the film and it's like, oh, I really didn't do it. So I love the aha moments, okay, coach, I understand. That's when them seeing themselves on film help them say, okay, she's not crazy. I think she knows what she's talking about. And that's exactly why we use film. So I'm like, you tried your way. Can we try my way now?
Right.
And we build from there.
You took a bad thing and made it great.
That's what we're trying to do.
You took a bad last question and made it your own. I appreciate you.
No problem. It's not a bad question. It's not a bad question.
It's just not a finishing question.
Gotcha.
So I wasn't even comfortable with it, but in a process of trying to help people understand what you're doing,
for sure.
There, Ehret.
Ehret, we're a growing program. We're learning, we're growing, we're thriving we're trying to thrive right now. And we understand that we're a machine, just trying to pull in the pieces so we can all work in one accord. My assistant coach, Jordan, as well as our boys head coach, Coach Armand, Cheese. That's my boy.
Hey, Cheese.
Cheese is a great addition, even though he's not technically on the girls staff. He's a great addition to not only the boys program, but to our program as well. So I think that was a great addition too, because he helps us a lot.
No doubt, no doubt. Any final thoughts? Any final words?
Look out for us. We're growing, we're glowing, we're trying. So stay with us, stick with the kids because they need us. That's it.
Remember, get off the bench, get into the game.